Hey, everybody. Welcome to Handle Her with Care podcast. I'm your host, April Marie. And today we are deep diving right into our topic, but make sure you stay tuned for all of my special notes towards the end. This is episode 29, y'all. We out here killing it. I mean, I am loving the way that this show is shaping up, so get into it. Today's topic is, what are we teaching the next generation of women about hygiene, health, wellness, cleanliness, and well-being? Okay, this is a disclaimer. This episode is not about how to take better care of yourself so that you can meet a man or get a husband or anything like that. Okay, this episode is solely about you taking care of yourself and taking control of how you view yourself so that you can feel good, right? Be knowledgeable about how to better take care of yourself from a physical standpoint, right? So today we're talking aesthetics, not necessarily what clothes you're wearing or designer bags or anything like that. I'm gonna call it silly. I'm getting to the bare necessities, okay? Because there's a lot of people that I'm noticing, I'm in this field of cosmetology, and we'll get into that later, that just don't know, right? They just don't know how to properly take care of this vessel of their body, right? And we got to know. And if I know something, you gonna know something, because I want you to have the information. So I want you to know how to take better care of yourself. And I want you to feel better, because when you are clean, right, from the top to the bottom, the rooter to the tutor, from the head to the toe, when you are clean and you smell fresh, and it's not just a masking, but you're actually cleaned, you've actually bathed properly, you begin to behave and feel differently about yourself. All right. So the conversation that triggered me, okay, to spark the creation of this episode was that I've been hearing lately about this phenomenon called the everything shower. And it pissed me off. It made me mad, y'all, because in my mind, everything needs to be clean every time you get in and out of the tub. What are we talking about? Okay? Everything needs to be cleaned. Don't skip nothing, because we're out here living with you in this world. And we'd appreciate it if you took an everything shower every day, twice a day. You just do, because it's a part of your self-care routine, which is not just some little plaything like, oh, self-care, #self-care is not trivial. It is not trendy. It is real. It's a part of your life that you need to create a new habit, and you need to do it starting today. Okay. When did washing your entire body become optional? Just think of these questions throughout this episode. Okay. When did washing your entire body become optional? That's question one. And when did basic hygiene become a trend instead of the standard? I just want you to think on those questions, because I'm not asking them from a judgmental space. I'm asking them to gain true knowledge and understanding so that we have a place to begin. We need a place to start so that we can get past it, right? I want to get you over this hump so that you have a clear understanding of what it takes to truly level up your game as a woman for yourself, right? Period. You are deserving of not just looking good, but being good, right? Not just looking clean. Oh, and sparkly. I'm wearing a sparkly jacket. Oh, yes. But if I take it off, it's not fresh. It's not clean, right? If I fling it on the couch, the odor that passes along with the jacket stank. No. We can't have that. I can't have my sis, my good sis, my mothers out there, right? The daughters that are out there Okay? The aunties, the cousins, whoever does not know, whoever is unclear, this episode is for you. We're going to learn today because let me tell you, I come across women every day from all walks of life. This is not common practice and it is not common knowledge. And I say that from a place of love, and I want to get rid of it. I want to fix it. I want to fix the funk. Okay? We owe it to ourselves to fix the funk. We have to, y'all. We've come too far. We don't just look good. We smell good, right? From the inside out. All right. Now, I had to get that out the way. All right. So let's talk about basic hygiene standards that we must teach daily body care. Okay. So when I'm saying we must teach, who am I talking to? I am talking to the mothers. I'm talking to the aunties. I'm talking to the caregivers. I'm talking to the women who are raising the women, or I'm talking to the fathers who are raising women, right? I understand that the way life is, especially nowadays, there's parents doing all types of things. Well, I'm talking to you. If you have someone that is underneath your tutelage, underneath your teaching, your training, lock in, okay? The work is not done. We've got a lot of years to go. We have to teach these things on a cellular level so that as those cells multiply and they get bigger and bigger, it's not growing into a problem that we can no longer fix. Now they're just set in those ways. And why? Why? It doesn't have to be this way, right? Lauryn Hill said it could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. And I don't want that for you. I want it to be simple, and I want it to be something that you can hold and grab and actually do for yourself. So we must teach daily body care. We, as in me and you, moms and aunties, cousins, sisters, friends, whatever. Washing hair. Now, I am a cosmetologist. I'm a hairstylist by trade. Okay, that is what I do to earn money, right? I love what I do. I love my clients, and I'm thankful for my clients. What I want everyone to know under the sound of my voice, okay, coming to the hair salon is a time where you can gather and you can, of course, get your hair shampooed and treated and styled, right? But the self-care portion of, your daily care, I do have in my notes, as Black women, we shampoo our hair every other week, okay? Some of us may do every week, depending on our sweats, okay? And our own natural odors and things like that might need to be a little more frequent, but by rule of thumb, every 2 weeks will suffice, okay? Now, when you have worn a protective hairstyle and you are coming into the salon and you've had braids for 6 weeks, okay, and you have not shampooed your hair for those 6 weeks, you're doing everybody a disservice. Yourself, number one, okay? Number two, your hairstylist, right? It's just true. I don't care that you say, oh, it's your job to wash my hair. Actually, it's my job to, yes, clean your hair before I do it. It is not my job to self-care for you, to shampoo out weeks and weeks and weeks of oils, debris, sweats, sex, right? Okay, weed, smells, okay, fried foods, smells, dirty pillowcases, and all of these things embedded into your hair. That is not my job. Okay, and so if you must know, it is your job to take care of that. That is called self-care. When you come to me or any other hair care professional, it is our job, yes, to do treatments and to make sure that your scalp is healthy, to make sure that your hair is healthy, to get your regular trims and things like that. It is not our job to do your daily washing, okay, for you. Scrubbing your neck. This is point 2. That is necessary. For all of the girlies that wearing their hair pressed or these 360 lace fronts or the stuff, that's glued all around, okay. And then when you come in to the salon to get your hair done, okay, there's been weeks of sweat behind the ear. We have to clean behind the ear. We have to wash behind the neck. And I'm not telling you what I'm just speculating, right? 24 years of experience in these hands, 24 years of people caring for people and women specifically for 24 years. I'm not telling you something that I'm making up or just trying to give you a hard time. I'm talking to you from love, telling you this is a problem that we need to press the reset button on. Okay? We got to reset the way that we think. We got to reset the things that we do. This is one of them. Got to wash behind the ears, right? Got to get the Q-tip or the washcloth and get in the ears, around it, right? You can also, after you've shampooed washed your neck in the shower and around your ears with the soap, then you can grab a Q-tip and you can put some toner on the Q-tip and then hit the ears again. Close those pores down. Right around the outside, you can put it on a cotton swab. Those are some helpful tips because there are oils and debris, sweat, right? We have sweat glands everywhere that get embedded and produce smells, odors. These are things that you might not be aware of because you might not be able to smell it. And that is okay. And I'm a hugger. And I've been hit quite a few times in the face with sweat gland situationals, okay? It's just not fresh. I want you to be fresh. Not because you're hugging other people, even though I put myself in it, but because you deserve to have that feeling of cleanliness. That's why, okay? Okay, so we talked about washing behind the ears. These are just some things, right? Some hygiene standards. Adding to that, make sure we're applying deodorant, not on underarms that have not been washed. We have to get in that shower, and as we're washing, concentrate the soap in certain areas. If you know and are aware that you, okay, there we go. I had to turn off my to turn off my sound. I'm in here. Okay. All right. If you are in the shower and you know that you have specific hot spots for yourself, like, all right, I know I have a couple of BOs, okay? I need to hit that up. So what you can do, and this is a good thing, right, that I teach my sons, because boys, have a concentrated odor. They generally keep hair under their arms and things like that. And so when you get in, as you're washing your body and you scrub under your arm, leave it there. Leave the soap. Put a little more, put a little added, and then continue what you're doing. And then when you go back and you hit it, then you wash it off. So you can concentrate the you can concentrate the soap in those areas and scrub them and then let them sit while you rinse off and maybe even hit it all again, right? I'm a double soaper, sometimes triple. And then sometimes I'm a scrubber, right? It just depends on the amount of time that I have. But every single day is an everyday is an everything shower for me, okay? So then once you get out of the shower and you have dried off properly, you want to apply your deodorant, okay? Because bacteria does get on the head of your deodorant, on the top of it. And so you don't want to use dirty deodorant sticks, because if you use dirty deodorant stick, then you're just adding that bacteria right back under your arm, okay? So if you are not fresh reapplying deodorant, it's not good. If you are out and you're experiencing a little bit of extra body odor, there are bathrooms where you can grab, pull, some paper towels, squid, a little bit of soap, get up in there, and then dry it off, and then put a little more deodorant. That is something that you can do as a trick if you are outside. Already out, and maybe things aren't holding up, okay? That is not what you do before you leave the house. It's the shower, the dry, then the deodorant. And I want you to take note too, there are deodorants that don't have aluminum. There are natural deodorants now that you can use. They might need a reapplication in the middle of the day if you're very active. There's nothing wrong with that. As I said, always have a little care pack. So even if you don't use the paper towels in the restroom, bring a little pack. These are the things that I need because everyone's body is different. There's no embarrassment like being the stinky friend. There's no other embarrassment than being the one that it gets called out. And these things we can curve, right? Our body odors and our body, whatever, like it weighs on your self-esteem if you know that you are not fresh and then someone brings it out to you. I want to get rid of that today. I want you to live a full life. And not to say that this is the only thing that makes it good. This is not a luxury. This is the standard. Okay? This is not luxurious living. This is everyday life. This is living a clean body. It makes all the world a difference. Okay? Washing your entire body, between your toes. Yes, very important. Under the bottom of your toes. Come on, work our way up. Got to get those legs. Got to get the heel, right? We got to get those kneecaps, behind the kneecaps, sweat glands, right? Definitely. Got to work up the thigh. Yes, absolutely, right? Got to wash your hands, up your arm. Come on. Got to get the underside. If you have a little bit of extra thickness, Auntie got extra thickness, okay, and I like it. I got to get in the rolls and in the crevices. I have a son, he's 12, and he'll say like, oh yeah, I was getting in them crevices, Mom. I'm like, get in the crevices, baby. You got to hit it. Right? Where that bra strap hit, come on, up underneath the underwire, absolutely, in between the center of the breasts. Necessary, y'all, with the soap and the water, okay? Coming back around, getting that underarm, getting it good. It's not just right in the middle. You got to get the outs, the back, okay? The fronts and the backs. So important. Lift that joker up. All right. Moving down to the genitals. Okay. Letting that water run, using that detachable water shower head. Okay. We're going to get into that. Hold on. Let's see. Shower routine twice a day. I advocate for that. A wake up, refresh. Whew. Yes, jump in, get that shower gel going. Oh, it smells so good. It's invigorating. Even pop a shower steamer in. That's a luxury. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't have to be. But if you have them, do it. It's a good little vitamin C. Psh, it smells so good. It's refreshing. It's got that tangerine and citrus. Yes, wake me up. All right. And if it's not your hair washing day, get in there, get that neck, get those ears, right? Wash your face. Put your shower stuff. You can have a at the sink facial care, and then you can have it in the shower facial care. So whatever you have time for, right? So that you're not hopping out, having to hop out or neglect because you weren't prepared. No. Just prepare. Have a little squishy in the shower with you so that you can get that knocked out. Wash your face, behind your neck, in your ears, behind your ears. Take it on down, the whole body. Get genitalias. I tell my son, get under the scrotum. Come on. That little area, don't play with it now. Get all up in there. Okay. All right. Now, once you're out of the shower, lotion your skin. Okay. Lotion your skin. Okay. Your skin. Now, I do have dry skin, predominantly because I have or had thyroid issues, right? Medical things and stuff like that. My skin absorbs and it's gone. So, okay, I have to reapply lotion, especially if I'm stepping out, like right before I walk in, because it's gone after my shower. dissipated, like I never did it. So I do lotion and shea butter, okay? Because the two of them combined, it holds up for me, right? I use my deodorant. I use the Secret aluminum free. And I also have one that is an all natural one that I love. Who is it by? I think it's by Saltaire. Excuse me. It's an all natural deodorant or whatever on days that are not close to my cycle, because I know when I might be a little more pungent in different spaces, my pH balance might be doing something different. Fine. I'm aware. I'm like on that. Okay. Know your body. There's no harm in knowing your body. We must know our own bodies and be honest with our own selves about what we need to properly take care of ourselves. So at some points in the month, I'm able to do my Saltaire, non-aggressive, no aluminum, no blah, blah, blah. It's got all the happiness. And then other times when Auntie is sweating a little bit heavier, okay, giving a little extra woman, I've got to throw on that Secret, okay? Nothing wrong with that. And I know when it is, I'm like, okay, girl, good morning. After that night shower, I'm gonna freshen up again. I'm jumping in that shower, getting myself together, jump out. I know what I need. Let's do a Secret, okay? So I'm using the shea butter and the lotion combined. Certain areas I have to hit with lotion because of absorption. Other areas I'm throwing on the shea. It's just, I know my body. I know what it needs. Okay. Also exfoliate your skin, exfoliate your legs, exfoliate. And here's the thing. You can do you jump in, the water is warm, nice. You can do your wash, go back over with the scrub, hit it with a good rinse, use that detachable water head, hit it where you got to hit it, use your pH. You could do a shower, an everything shower in a 5 to 7 minute period. I've done it. I do it quite often because my schedule is crazy. Okay. So I do it, and I want you to maximize the time that you have. I want you to do the most that you can do for yourself in the time that you have allotted. Okay. Necessary. Very, very necessary. All right. Special feminine care washes. So as I'm hitting my body with all the stuff, and I got exfoliants on, I got body washes on, and I'm just getting it. Okay. I rinse my hands, put my pH balance vagina wash on in my hand, and I hit it. I'm going in. I'm doing all the areas, letting that sit for a second. All right. We marinating. Get in the butt. Listen, hear me now. Hear me. God, get in the butt. Understand why. Odors are trapped in your tail. You don't want stinky sit down smell, odor. You don't. You don't want to get up from a seat and leave in your wake a smell. Why? You can smell it, and so can the rest of us. The fact that you smell it yourself makes you automatically self-conscious. It automatically gives you a moment of pause. Oh, I hope no one smelled that. Or I hope, oh God, and if you don't care, then I'm not talking to you, I guess. I don't know what to say. If you don't care about your own self and your own self-worth and confidence and things like that, then I guess I'm not talking to you. But if you do, and you don't know what to do to correct it, this is why you're here. We are here to learn together. Do you understand? I want you to get this. So get in the butt. It's so necessary. You can use the same pH wash on your butt. And then the top of the crack, don't leave her out. She is meaningful. She's a part of the sit down stank, okay? Because that skin is being neglected. You can actually use your exfoliant there and your body wash actual body wash there. And then the lower parts of your butt, you can use your pH balance wash. So you could take it all the way up to where your sensitive parts are, your anus, right? The area between your anus and your vagina, your bikini area. All of that is the feminine pH balance wash. No one has told you. I am telling you. And I care about you because I want us all to feel good. I want us all to feel fresh because why not? Why not? All right? Brush your teeth with toothpaste. Okay? And use your mouthwash. If you don't have mouthwash and you're like, well, auntie, because you're younger, my mama doesn't buy mouthwash. Fine. Okay? That's okay. If you don't have it, what you can do, brush your teeth twice. I mean, I do that anyway. Okay. And then you can put some toothpaste in your mouth and put some water in your mouth, and you can gurgle or push it through, gurgle in your mouth and right. Let it go. Because we're killing those germs, that bad breath. You can also do peroxide. You can also do baking soda. You can do baking soda on your toothbrush if you have that, right? But just as a bare essential, if this is what you have is toothpaste, you can work on a lot of miracles with toothpaste. Trust me, you really can. Okay, so I don't want to lose you there. You don't have to have all these things, but what you do have, you can do your everyday everything because you are worth it. Okay? You are worth it. You are worth it. You are. Yes, you are. Okay, so use your mouthwash if you have that. Use your toothpaste. Okay? There is nothing more beautiful, right? Going through the day and still feeling clean teeth. It doesn't matter what you've eaten or drank, had to drink. That feels good. Your teeth are clean. You're going to smile more. And as little Black girls, we need to smile more. We need to throw our head back with laughter. We need that. And we don't want to feel self-conscious. Not for anyone else looking or judging or thinking or whatever, but for you. Because you deserve that smile and an uninhibited smile and laugh. You're worth it. You are worth it, baby. You are worth it, okay? Yes, you are. All right. So big one. Okay? After you've done your shower, using the good soap and the water, when you get out, you lotion, shea butter down, applied your deodorant. You put on your clean clothes. This is a biggie, okay? If we're putting on dirty clothes, everything we've done is futile. What does futile mean? Canceled. You did it in vain. It was done in vain. It doesn't matter, okay? If you're putting on dirty clothes, we must have clean clothes. I don't care if you have to wash the same things and wear them every other day, right? I don't care. If you have two good outfits, let me tell you something, ma'am. Get in there and get them clothes clean. And you take pride in those clothes, because when you step out in whatever clothes you have on, hear me, and they're clean, and so is your body, you carry yourself different. You feel better. And that is what I want. I want you to feel good for you. Anything else is added. Oh, this man told me I look nice. Great. I knew I looked nice though, because baby, because I take care of myself. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Oh, yes. Thank you. The compliment is even received differently, because this is not a one-off. This is how I live, in clean clothes, regardless of whether I wore them 2 days ago, washed them, hung them up, right? In our clean space. We'll get into that another episode. And then, hey, I put this back on, and baby, on this clean body with this shea butter and this little body spritz from wherever we get it from, Amazon, Walmart, okay, or we at Nordstrom. I mean, right? It doesn't matter where you're getting it from. What matters, truthfully, is that you're doing it and you're putting it on a clean body. That's the base. Okay? So we're not applying perfume in midday during funk. Okay? Let it go. Just get home and then take care of it again. Because we take 2 showers a day. Yes, we do. Okay? We take 2 showers. We take a morning and then we take a night. The night might be a little bit longer because you're like decompressing, washing the day off. You're like, oh, yes, I got my music. Now, okay, that's a vibe. But ordinarily, it's 2 showers a day. All right. And we're applying the perfume on clean bodies. Otherwise, we are, yes, spraying perfume. So then we around you can smell the perfume, but there's something else that's not quite okay. Now they're in competition, the smells. And you know it. That's why you tried to spray. Leave the spray off. Keep it tight until you can get home and then take care of yourself. Does that make sense? I hope this is making sense because I am using real life instances that I've seen, honestly, or experienced, and I am bringing them to your table. I want you to win. I don't ever want you to leave a room losing. Do you understand me? I want you to win. And so one of the, and not just because of everybody else, no, because you will win when you feel good, when you are clean, and you can present yourself that way. You will win. Side notes. Look, I done got ahead of myself, but this was a side note that putting perfume on a body that has not been washed, okay, it still smells. There we go. That was a side note. Okay. Smells like stinky, not fresh body, not a fresh body. And then the perfume still smells not quite right. We already covered that. I just reiterated so that we all know. Okay. So these are all great basics. Okay. And anything additional that you want to add on, like, oh, I used a little bit of this special powder that doesn't have talcum in it because we know that there's problems with that. Well, I've decided to, whatever, right? Anything. Add these different facial moisturizers or this neck cream or this cream for my, right? Those are some extra things that, yes, if you add them, kudos. Okay, you're winning. But the basics, we got that. We've covered it. All right. Drop it in the comments if you understand exactly what I'm saying and if this information is useful. And if you already know it, please share it. All right. I also wanted to say that you can also find an all-natural douche. You can also make one. Look it up on YouTube. They have information. Everybody's pH balance is different. There's, people think good about it. People think bad about it. But after a cycle, right, or of a lot of sex, a douche is necessary sometimes to restore the pH balance and to eliminate or to curve the odors that can come from being out of balance. All right. Especially as our young girls are approaching getting their cycles and stuff like that is so important. Just like we teach about brushing our teeth, we got to teach how to take care of our vaginas. And that's just that. I mean, come on now. It's just true. It's ours. It's yours. Get into it. Okay? Look at her. She deserves to be looked at. She's fabulous. Yes, I'm talking about your vagina. And she deserves to be cared for. Handle her with care. Who else were we talking about? Okay. We are talking about you as a whole person, but also for her. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to spend too long on here because I definitely want and can't wait to have my special guest, Dr. Katrina Baker. She is going to come on the show soon. Her schedule is crazy right now, but I want to get into proper care for the vagina, right? In all of its aspects. But from what I know for certain, okay, well, my mama taught me, all right, detachable shower head. If you don't have one, that's okay. That's why God gave us hands. That's why we have washcloths and different things that hold water, and we can sponge it in that area, right? Get in there with our hands, feel. You're feeling and you're washing and you're scrubbing and you're letting the water come up you're cupping the water into that area so that you can make sure that you're rinsing any of your pH balanced wash. I'm only mentioning that out. Okay. Yes. It's a little bit of work. She requires a little bit of effort. You want to make sure that she is clean. You want to make sure that she is always in pristine condition, because when your vagina is hot, sweaty, maybe has an odor, you're clenching your butt cheeks because you just don't want anybody to smell. You're not feeling and operating at your best and highest self. Truth be told, okay? And you don't want that. It's 2026, boo. Gotta level up. Gotta wash the vagine. All right. So the detachable shower head, if you have it, let's go. Get up in there. Okay. Let the water hit you where the good Lord split you twice. You know, let him use you. Let that water do what it's supposed to do. I did mention pH balance formulas. You know, because also let's just note that after you shower and you've gotten all the hot spots, get in the tub, sit it like Granny say, sit it in the tub, sit that thing in the tub. Yep. Let it breathe. Go, get in there, get in that tub. Yeah. Sit for a little bit with some, pH balance, safe, bath soak. Relaxes all of your muscles. It calms you, but it also just allows proper hygienic cleansing of those areas that can be hard to reach, and also it's just necessary to soak. All right. I love that. I love that for us, that we have created space and time to allow ourselves, even as young girls, because they matter, right? To soak and to take a moment, decompress, and allow your vagina to be in a space of just cleansing. Okay? When you get out the bath before bed, you put on your nightgown. You don't always have to have on panties. Now, some people might say, that's not true. You gotta have panties. Okay, sometimes, yeah. But then other times, let her breathe. Let her breathe. Okay? Just because you go to bed without panties on does not mean that you're out here touching on yourself. So let's get that out the way too. You just don't want to wear no panties because you don't want somebody to see. No. That's just not it. That's just not it. And we have to stop that narrative. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. It has to do with proper vaginal care and allowing your space to have open airflow. Just helps with proper bacteria forming. It helps with, not feeding the bad bacterias, right? And creating smells or whatever. Now, anything else, discharges and things like that, we might need to get looked at, itching and all of that. That is not what we're covering. Right now, what we're covering is proper hygiene for yourself, your whole self, right? Your whole self. And it includes a good washing of your vaginal area, knowing what your vagina feels like, so that when you're in there washing and you feel something strange, I never had that before. I'm getting hair down there. Look at yourself so that you know what you look like down there. It is so important. It doesn't make you horny because you are looking and examining your vagina. And no, it makes you aware and knowledgeable. So important. Now, I don't have daughters. I have 2 sons, right? But I am an auntie. And let me tell you right now, under the sound of this voice, my voice, if one of my nieces comes to me, and that's my actual nieces or one of my, adoptive nieces that just loves me and I'm Auntie April to them, and they have a question, you getting all this good information, baby. Let's get this. Let's get you a bath. Auntie's going to draw you a bath right here in this guest bathroom. Get in here. Sit in the tub. Yes, ma'am. And it's going to be that conversation because I just want us to know. I want us to know. I want us to be better. We have to. This is how we teach. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is what we pass down. Shaving or waxing. If you shave, it's every other day. It's a commitment. Shaving is a commitment. Stay committed. If you're shaving your underarms, right? It's a every other day. Hit it up. It don't take but 2 seconds. You put the shaving cream on, or a hack, you could use the body wash if you don't have the shaving cream. You just make it a little lathery, put it on, and shave with the grain, with the hair. Don't go against it because it could cause ingrown hairs and blah, 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 right? Shave with the grain. Do the same thing with your legs, but you're going to shave against the grain going up. And it's every other day. Okay, unless you decide it's a once a weeker, and that's completely fine too. But if you are saying like, oh, Miss April, my hair grows back so fast. Yes, it's a commitment to do it every other day. It is also a commitment to commit every week. Okay, to shaving. If you're a waxer, it's going to be every 4 to 6 weeks. Book your appointment before you leave the wax place so that you're not scrambling and scrounging and looking, oh God, my bikini is out of order. It doesn't need to be, right? We are creating habits. We are creating habits. We are giving, we're not giving ourselves the chance to fail at this self-care necessities. This is the standard, okay? Now, okay, hygiene during your menstrual cycle. This is a biggie, okay? If you are using pads during your cycle, you must shower twice a day. I mean, I'm telling you to shower twice a day regardless, okay? But it's imperative that you hit the water twice a day. Put your maxi pad in the wrapper and then put the toilet paper around it. You could do it a couple different ways depending on where you're at, right? So you would take the maxi pad off, roll it up, put the toilet paper, and then put the little sealing on the outside. Or you can take the maxi pad off, put it in the wrapper of the new one, fold it up, and then put the toilet paper around it if you have to walk out and put it in somebody's trash, right? That is like so important. Okay? Just the maxi pad, taking it off and sticking it in the trash, open, bloody up. I can't. Okay? I need y'all to get this. I'm saying this because I've owned a public space in business for 10 years. Okay? And I want you to get this. This is serious. When you get up from the toilet, check the toilet for dribbles and spills. Check it. Okay? If there's something on the toilet, go ahead and grab whatever's under the sink that the people have, wherever you're at. If you're at a public bathroom, check it. It's got dribbles. It's not my problem. I don't care. You should care. You feel better about yourself when you complete the task. The task is not complete until you've walked out of that space better than you left it. Take that toilet paper, wipe around where you sat, and hopefully didn't leave a mess. But if you did, wipe it up. Okay. Put the maxi pad wrapper in the trash. Those are the two different examples. If you have to walk out and put it in the trash, then you're covered and no one knows what you're throwing away. It just looks like a paper towel. And then you're not embarrassed, because I don't want you to be embarrassed. I want you to, and you shouldn't be embarrassed, but society acts like everything that has to do with a woman is embarrassing. So if you were to be embarrassed, then you would wrap the maxi pad wrapper with toilet paper and then dispose of it that way. Okay. If you use tampons, you must change your tampon every 2 to 4 hours. Come on, because we don't want to get toxic shock syndrome. We don't want that. Okay. So please be responsible if you're a tampon user. I know there's a lot of women who are steering away from tampons, and that is completely fine. If you want to use all natural ones, even better. You know what I'm saying? If you want to use those cups, okay. Whatever you use, you have to, though, make sure that you are cleansing yourself properly after and in between. Not just for us, but if you sit down and get a whoosh of stank, you are forever like, thinking, can someone smell me? And I'm embarrassed now because, oh my God, we're already hypervigilant about so many things. These are things that are within your control, and I want you to take control of them. Okay. Also, you want to make sure that you don't have the negative odor, but then also that your clothes remain clean when you're on your cycle. So you have to make sure that you're checking and making sure that your tampon or your pad is in place. Okay. When you take your tampon out when you shower. Okay. I have heard a lot of people, remember I work in I'm a cosmetologist. I'm a salon owner. I've heard nothing but stories of women and I've heard nothing but tales of our own betrayal. Okay. This is betrayal to get in the shower and leave your tampon in and then try to leave it in for the rest of the day. No, ma'am. Nope. Take that tampon out, get in the shower. When you get out the shower, put a new tampon in. And then go about your day for the next 2 to 4 hours. Check, check, check. Make sure that you're safe and that you're comfortable. And that is how you continue your day. This is serious now. But not because I'm just wanted to say something. These are things that I have seen and experienced within the realm and the scope of my practice. Thousands and thousands and thousands of women. This is what I do. Okay? I'm here to coach you through this because we got to get to the other side. I'm not just only talking to younger women either. I'm talking to the moms. There's an example that is not being set. There's a mirror that's not quite lining up because if mom is not doing the things that I'm describing, and if she is not actively teaching the things that I'm describing, who will know? All right. Change your sheets once a week, fresh pajamas every night, along with your pillowcases and your bonnet. Yes, ma'am. Wash the bonnet. Okay. Any, bumps coming here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a dirty bonnet. It's edge control on top of edge control on top of edge control on top of debris, sweat for the last 4 weeks where you just been edge controlling and slicking it down using that same bonnet and that same wig down tie down wig strap. Wash all of it once a week. Moving forward. Contrary to popular belief, these things must be taught. Okay. These things are not common knowledge, period. It's not. You have to teach the girls properly to handle themselves with care. I hear it all the time and it blows my mind. Example. Well, she should know how to bathe herself properly. She's been watching me do it for all these years. I've never had a stink. She should know what to do. Or, I don't know how she doesn't know how to clean up her space. She knows what clean looks like. She's been watching me do it for years. She goes to other people's house and sees it's clean. She should know how to clean. Those are the things that I've heard. Those are some trigger statements and conversations that I've had. It's not an isolated one-off. It's multiple people that believe this. So we have to check it. We have to be, and this is an insider conversation. We got to check that. Now, it is important to know what clean not only looks like, but actually is. Okay? You can put on clean clothes, but if you put them over a dirty body, then it's not working in your favor. We can still smell you. And a good rule of thumb, if you don't know it, mom, daughter, whoever is raising the girls, right? We have to teach this. And if you don't know, I'm here to tell you as well. If you can smell yourself, we can too. Equal sign, your confidence is shaken now. Because you know you're funky, and so do we. And I don't want that for you. Because take it back 40 minutes earlier in this episode, I gave you the tips to the standard of body care. And we can enact those things. We're winning. Okay? I want you to win. Listen to trusted people who will tell you about the things that are possibly happening with your odor or your skin so that you can make improvements. It's not embarrassing until the masses tell you. But if your mama tells you, your auntie tells you, your cousin tells you in a loving way, hey, baby, what are you using on your face? Okay, I'm gonna text you some stuff. I saw this thing on YouTube. I'm gonna text you some information. Hey, baby, what kind of deodorant is that? Let me see. Let me read the back. Yeah, I want to make sure it doesn't have aluminum, but that it also works really, really well, because I see that you probably have a pH balance thing, and I want to help you correct it. Listen to them. Stop running away from wisdom. And mothers, okay, we have to stand in the space of the uncomfortable. We have to communicate this information, and it's going to be repetitious. Lock in. Okay? It's not a one-off. Well, I showed her how to do it once. Don't talk to me. It's an everyday thing. Did you get in the shower? Did you wash everything? Let me check behind your ears. Let me see. 16. Check. Let me see. What's going on? Hey. You out of deodorant? Why you didn't tell me? Here, take mine. It's clean because I only put it on my clean underarms. Okay? Don't share deodorant with other people. Don't share toothbrushes with other people. Don't use right? These are conversations consistent, continuously throughout the duration of their youth, leading up until they leave. And when they do, now it's their responsibility to maintain good relationships and a good rapport with themselves so that they don't shake in the confidence area and then become depressed. And then now they're not bathing at all. There's a lot of factors that weigh in on your mental health and mental capacity, and we have to lock in and check that. So we have to teach it. It's not a one-off conversation. It's consistent, continuous, okay? So there is a difference, parents, in between watching someone to do something and actively teaching them how to do it for themselves. I'm going to say it again. There is a difference between watching someone do something. Oh, okay, they're playing basketball. I can see that they're doing that. And then actively teaching them how to do it for themselves. So I can watch the basketball game all day. And then if I go out there and I think I'm Draymond Green, or if I think I'm Stephen Curry, it takes practice and repetition, baby, to be able to play at that level. And it's the same thing goes with hygiene. It's practice, repetition, and also figuring out the things that work for you, because everyone's pH balance, everyone's body care has to be different, because everyone's body is different. All right. So observation is not instruction. Exposure is not education. Just because I took you and put you in a clean room does not mean that you know how to clean it. Just because I gave you this body does not mean that you know how to properly clean it. No, you have to teach that. Okay, so children need direct guidance. It's okay to be direct and clear with your children so that they overstand what they need to do to correct an issue, if it's an issue, or just so that they can have the information here forever, locked in, so they don't develop bigger issues as grown women, right? Bigger issues like I talked about, mental health and things like that. We don't want it to go that way. It doesn't have to, okay? So what I've learned as a cosmetologist, honestly, I'm currently teaching my youngest son how to take care of his body and his personal space for himself. So when my sons do get married, whenever that is, it's just a plus that they have body care knowledge, right? It's just a plus that they know how to take care of their space. It's just like, wow, he's a great man. And then on top of that, we want to be able to say the same things about our daughters and our nieces, right? Like, wow, she is a stellar. She's smart. She's always presented so well. She smells so nice. She's such a pleasant person to be around, because when you look good, you smell good, you feel good, you present different, you present well, right? It's just true. And so, in my notes I have, we've all encountered the men that don't know right? We all know them. So I'm not raising them. And I don't want you to raise those types of girls. And I'm here if you need me. Pull on me, right? I am a wealth of knowledge. It's just true. I've noticed through my career as a cosmetologist, dealing primarily with women and girls, is that a lot of young girls have no clue how to properly take care of themselves. So that would mean that moms aren't actively teaching, right? So, like I said earlier, these lessons aren't short. They are lifelong lessons and truth. Okay? Repetition matters. And although it is exhausting as a mother to have to keep saying the things over and over and over again, okay? Please keep saying them. Don't stop. Your job is not done, because it needs to become habitual. It needs to become a habit. It needs to become something that they do without thinking. Get up, get in the shower, brush your teeth, wash your face, behind your neck, get your ears, get your feet, get out, do your lotion, right? Dry off, do your lotion, your shea butter, put your deodorant on, put your clean clothes on, spray your perfume, and walk out the door. All this doing makeup, what does it matter if you're putting it on a dirty face? Okay. All right. These lessons aren't always learned instantly, but because nobody clearly taught them, we have to teach faster now because they're on their way out. They're on their way out the door. You know, a lot of the girls that I see when they're coming in to get their hair done, they're between the ages of 12 and 18. If they're coming in, you know, to start getting their hair done, winter ball, formal, da. Okay, you know, okay. Go back to the first part of this where we talked about self-care and hygiene. It all applies and it's consistent. It has to be. But now we need to teach it faster and more direct, more intentional, because they will be leaving and going off to college or wherever they go, right? And who wants to be the one in the dorms, with the dirty sheets, pillows, pillowcases? Who wants to be the one that doesn't know that you got to wash your dry towel? Who wants to be the one that doesn't know you need shower shoes in the communal shower? Who wants to be the one that, everyone is like, oh God, we don't want to invite her. God, she's a hugger and she loves to hug me and she's always stinky. Why does she want to lay on me and put her hair and this and stuff on me? And like, you don't want those conversations being said about your child. And children, we don't want those conversations being said about you. You deserve better for yourself. Okay. Hygiene training starts as early as 3 years old. Okay. You're implementing a system, not just a moment. This is a system that you're trying to put throughout the thread of their life so that they consistently know, they're continuously aware, and they're able to replicate that thing. So they're not only doing it for themselves, but now they're passing it on to their children. And their children are able to directly pass it down to their children. Why? Because it is necessary for your mental health, your emotional well-being, right? Your stability. At least I've had this good hot shower this morning. Like I said, I may need to put on these clothes that I wore 2 days ago, but I did wash them so they are clean and pressed and ready for presentation. You feel better. You're a better learner, right? You're better for it when you have started with a clean canvas. Okay. So as aunties, mommies, cousins, sisters, caregivers, whatever, we have to give our girls, specifically our girls, proper information, instruction, and guidance, regardless of how much they don't want to hear it. Check that too, little girl with the attitude. Stop it. You do need to hear this, and you're going to do it under this roof, under those roofs. You're going to do it, and you're going to do it right. All right? Regardless of whether they rebel against your training, tutelage, teachings, or whatever, you're still going to do it. It must be communicated clearly and consistently, and the examples must be set. I cannot ask you to be get your body clean when you see me skipping showers, skipping days, bird washing, hoe washing. Nope. You're the example, right? What we do, they do. regardless of whether we want them to or not. What we do, they do. And a lot of times they do it times 10, right? So if you skip a shower here and there, they see you skipping a shower. It's like, I don't know. This probably fine. I don't know. I mean, because they saw you do it that one time. Now they feel like they can incorporate that into their habit. No, stop that. Stop that. All right. We are raising a new generation of women, and we don't want them to be classified as the stinky girl or the dirty girl. Not when they have women like me and mothers like you all to stand in the gap and fight with them and fight for them. They matter. All right. So as my closing thought, blessings, blessings, blessings. Teaching hygiene is more than teaching cleanliness. It's teaching self-respect. It's teaching confidence. It's teaching well-being. It's teaching a young woman how to care for herself long before the world tells her that she should already know how. And if we're going to raise healthy women, then we must be willing to teach them how to truly handle themselves. Healthy women, whole women. We must be willing to teach them how to handle themselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally with care. I love you. This was a hard one. It was a hard one to construct. This was a hard one to say because no one's talking about it, but it's so important. Okay. Thank you for watching this episode. I want to say thank you to 661 Creator Space for making my podcast dreams come true. Y'all know what you do and who you are, and I love you. When I say it with my whole chest, I mean that, okay? I love you. I'd like to also say thank you to My Hair Honey for keeping my locks growing and flowing. You see, I have my top knot. I'm like, oh, I need a bigger scrunchie because my hair just keeps growing. It's just literally down my back. And I love it. I trimmed it the other week and it was fabulous. And I was like, oh my God, are you growing again? Yes, because My Hair Honey growth oil is the truth. You can find us on Instagram at My Hair Honey. Okay. Next announcement, the Radiance Reset Retreat is happening next April 15th through the 19th, 2027. Okay. It is in Tulum, Mexico at the most amazing wellness retreat center that we brought out. So it's a buyout. So when we come, baby, that's it. It's the Radiance Reset only on the campus, and it is fly. You can see the visuals on my page, on my website, aprilmarieholland.com, and you can get the full experience by clicking through the link and just kind of seeing what is this Radiance Reset. Are you burnt out? Are you tired? Are you drained? Are you constantly giving? Are you a woman? Well, then this is the space for you. It is a big restorative drink of wellness, self-care, right? Self-love, all the things to build you up so that you have some tools, honey. When you get back here and life keeps coming at you, you have some ways that you can reset and refocus and recenter yourself in your own life, because this is a life that we are living, okay? And we deserve to live it too and live it well. Hear me on that. So grab your seat, grab your spot. The early bird special ends soon, and there is an early bird, and you don't want to miss that, okay? Because you can save some money. Hello. All right, please subscribe, like, share, and follow to my socials. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel because I am giving you guys my best, okay? Period. Okay, so again, my website is aprilmarieholland.com. I encourage you to look around my website. Okay. If you've never clicked all those little links, they all take you somewhere special. And I am curating that space specifically for you. There's something on there for some babies. There's something on there for, us as women. There are some blog entries that I did last year. I got to get some more blogs out there for you guys. But all self-care, based. You can book a hair appointment if that's what you're looking to do. There's so many little tidbits that you can have access to, and I think you would love it. So let's go. aprilmarieholland.com. Okay. Also, you can find me on Instagram at handleherwithcare_podcast. You can also follow my personal page at ROXSTARR_life. That's at rockstar_life. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning into my podcast. Thank you so much for taking care of yourself. And always remember, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And always remember to handle yourself with care. I love you. Bye.